So, day 3 of looking at Lili Boulanger's song. I was listening today to her, I put it up on my Twitter, it's Vieille Boudique. It's absolutely beautiful. It's another one, it's about 8 minutes long for choir and orchestra. I'd really recommend that. She wrote that in 1917. So I was looking at the poem since yesterday, and I kind of worked out there's 7 images in the poem. So we have, she went down to the bottom of the field, of the meadow, and this reminded me, there's a painting in the National Gallery and it's all green. It's a girl and she's really happy. I think she's got an umbrella, but I wasn't able to find that one. So I did find, and it's up on my blog, it's a painting by William Leach, which I also recognise, and it's just this woman, she's in the foreground, and she's just got this expression of hope and like that kind of naive kind of feeling about the world. It's all going to be amazing, but you're not quite sure what it's going to be. And I don't know, it had kind of reminded me of the girl in this song. And then I also found some pictures of water lilies. Monet, I knew what Monet had water lilies, something like 200 paintings he did of water lilies. So I have one of those up on the blog as well. So anyway, the 7 images. So the first one, to be really clear in my head, she had gone down to the bottom of the meadow. The next thing was, he describes, the poet describes the meadow. It's full of flowers that grow in the water. The next thing that happens, so you have those flowers that are submerged, and I pick them. And she's really quick now. And she's soaking, and she runs up to the other end of the meadow, which is covered in flowers. So we have this kind of image of speed and motion, and something's happening. And then I split this one into 2 images, I'm not quite sure. So she laughed and she shook herself. And all I could think of, it kind of got clearer in my head. Do you remember I was saying about this, the dog image? Kind of Shirley Hughes. I don't know if you've got children, or if you know people that have children, or remember from when you were a child. She wrote books for children. Alfie was her most famous book. And it's just this, like, children that are really excited about the world. And there's some imagery in it. I tried to find, I could just picture, she'd have like a dog shaking. You could see the water kind of falling off and everything. So anyway, that was what I was thinking about with the girl. And then a lanky girl that was too tall. That one kind of, I thought I'd separate that one out as well. And then the last one, she had the look of flowers of lavender. So I had a couple of different things. There's like a whole, it's got one image, it was like a whole field full of lavender. But in the end, I think it's the delicate nature of the individual flower rather than the meadow. So she, in this meadow of flowers, is the most delicate and evocative. It's a very evocative scent, I think, lavender. That's what she is to the poet. So then, as I was saying, I normally go through and I make pictures. Now I've done a little experiment. It doesn't really kind of come across clearly on the page, but I can share this again on my website. So it's elizabethhillier.com, and I think it's in the news page of my blog. So the first one is, hopefully I remember the words, Elle était descendue au bas de la prairie, et comme la prairie est toute fleurie de plantes dont la tige a poussé dans l'eau, ces plantes inondes, je les avais cueillies. Bientôt, savait mouiller. Elle gagne le haut de cette prairie-là qui était fleurie. Elle rit et s'ébroue. Avec la grâce qu'ont les jeunes filles que trop, oh, I forgot my word, jeunes filles désengandées, trop grand. Elle avait le regard qu'ont les fleurs de lavande. So I'm not quite there yet with the words, but to me, it's kind of helped me kind of settle where I am with the words. I'm not there with them yet, but they'll get there. So alongside looking at the poetry, I had a look at some of the musical features in this piece today. And I took a couple of notes. So in our first image, she had gone to the bottom of the meadow, and Lili Boulanger has set that kind of between a B and an E, and quite a lot of the piece kind of, if you keep on to where E and B is in the piece, and it's kind of E major-ish, that'll help you. So there, it's all between B and E, quite tonal. Then our next one is full of flowers that grow in water. So the flowers brought in, there was kind of, well, there was natural, so they're going to flattening effect. The bit about who like to grow in the water, the growing, they went up, it goes up, and it's actually a whole tone scale there for the water. Then when I'm picking them, the music goes really static. The vocal line is all one note. I think it changes once. Again, it's B to D to B to D to E. Again, it's just using those notes. And then the really fast bientôt, he actually, or she sets it un peu plus mouvement. It gets a little bit faster, and it's kind of busy, and then we have this dotted rhythm, da-da-da-dum, da-dum, da-da-da-da-da-da, and that's where she's going up the meadow, and she's reaching the other end, and the meadow's covered in flowers. Then there's like a waiting. You're watching her. What's going to happen? So there's a bit of a rest, and then she laughed, and when she shook herself, it's in triplets. The lanky girl, he sets this with La grosse dégingandée. I think I put that in the wrong place when I said it. The lanky girl, so she has falling of a sixth. Very lanky. And he's also set these kind of tenuto markings on our dégingandée word. And then for she had the look of lavender, we've set this with avec mélancolie, with melancholy, and like a memory, dans un souvenir. And again, we're back to that feeling of E and B. Mention of the flowers, it brings in that flattening effect. and then just that hint of our whole tone. So the fled love for the end. Flood love more. So for tomorrow, I'll probably look at doing some movement because I'm not quite there with the words. I nearly know them, but I think they could be a little bit more clear before I get on to any singing of this. Bye.